and I looked and it was back. It reappeared.
Well, maybe because I got reactivated with the same number. They deleted the one SIM card. And when I got my phone today and I called them, I said, how does this work? And they said, well, you just deactivate it. We'll activate it.
The information was coming.
Okay. Mine is not to understand it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Independence City Council for Monday, March 19th, 2018. Our invocation this evening will be presented by Deacon Larry from St. Michael's Episcopal Church and the Ministerial Alliance. If you would please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your loving kindness towards us and for your many blessings so freely bestowed upon us. We pray for your wisdom and guidance for our mayors, council members, and city staff as the business of our city is conducted this evening. May the decisions made here this evening honor you and benefit the people of this city. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
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 I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam City Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilmembers Whiting, Perkins,
Here.
Doherty, DeLucy,
Here.
Robertson,
Here.
Van Camp,
Here.
Mayor Ware.
Here. Our first item this evening is a proclamation for Hope House 35th anniversary. Madam City Clerk.
Whereas 1 in 4 women will be impacted by domestic violence in their lifetime, and domestic violence kills an average of 3 women a day and is the leading cause of family homelessness. And whereas Hope House provides comprehensive domestic violence services, including 2 shelter locations with capacity for 122 women and children, 24-hour crisis hotline, more than 8 therapy programs, including individual and group therapy, comprehensive outreach programs, including court advocacy, supervised visitation program, children's advocacy, transitional and permanent housing, Bridgespan, a hospital-based advocacy program, contract attorneys to assist clients in collaboration with the local law enforcement. Hope House has been collaborating with the Independence Police Department for over 20 years, including implementing the lethality assessment program. And whereas in 2017, Hope House assisted with 2,072 contacts in orders of protection court and 6,467 contacts in municipal court. Hope House also provides 31,256 safe nights to victims of domestic violence. Hope House offers outreach services to more than 4,000 people annually. Whereas Hope House was established in Independence, Missouri in 1983 by the former Independence Mayor Barbara Potts, and whereas Hope House is celebrating 35 years of service to the Independence community. Now therefore, Eileen N. Weir, Mayor of the City of Independence, Missouri, does hereby recognize and congratulate Hope House on their 35 years of service to our community and gives best wishes for continued success.
Thank you very much, Mary Ann. Jen, you want to come forward? Come on. All the way up here. There you go. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for being here tonight. This takes us to our consent agenda.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Are there any items any council member wishes pulled for separate consideration?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
items
Councilmember
2 and
DeLucy.
3.
Okay. Okay, I will entertain a motion for approval of the consent agenda, minus items 2 and 3.
I move approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmembers Perkins,
Yes.
DeLucy,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Van Camp,
Yes.
Mayor Ware.
Yes. Councilmember DeLucy.
On item number 2, Mayor, I was just wondering, I assume that we sell the used digger truck
and I wondered how much we get for it, and where does that money go?
Tell you what, Councilwoman DeLucy, I'm going to ask Acting Director Andy Boatwright to come forward and just describe that process for you a little bit better. We also have our Director of Procurement, Russ Penke, here if we need him as well.
Thank you. I'm just curious, because a new digger truck certainly is a lot of money, so I'm curious, how much can we expect to get from the old one, and is it going to go to reduce the cost of the new one?
Great question, Councilmember DeLucy. Thank you for the question, and I had to turn around and ask one of my staff members, are we trading or selling? So we are selling it, and we expect to get about $30,000 for
How
the
much?
sale.
I'm sorry, Andy.
I'm sorry?
How much?
30. We will sell it, and we expect to get about $30,000
Okay.
on the sale.
And that's going to go back into the Power and Light Fund.
That is correct.
So
Thank
who
you.
buys used digger derrick trucks?
I'm
Who
sorry.
buys the used digger
Oh,
derrick
there's a
trucks?
there's a
Is there
there's a big market
for it?
out there for them.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, I move approval of item 2.
Before,
Oh, sorry,
excuse me.
I apologize.
No, that's quite all right. 30 for 260?
Well, it's got 12 years on it. You know, that's pretty good, I'd say.
Let's see, 12 from 10%. Okay.
I move approval of item 2, Your Mayor.
Thank you.
Second.
I almost said Your Honor.
I know. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmembers Perkins,
Yes.
DeLucy,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Van Camp,
Yes.
Mayor Ware.
Yes. Item 2 passes. Councilmember DeLucy.
Mr. Boatwright, item number 3, could you present a little bit about this proposal? It took me a little bit to find out how much was it going to cost, and what extra are we getting on this proposal than
Okay.
what we've had, so.
Okay, I will do my best, and I do have a lifeline if I need it, Councilmember DeLucy. So we have had a pretty long-standing relationship with Tenaska Power Services. They perform market transactions for us, help us to reconcile our bills on the wholesale market and for power purchases and for also dispatching our generation into the SPP integrated market. So this contract really is an extension of services that they're providing, and the price is not changing. As a matter of fact, we're getting additional services. They're providing some software tools that have been already, I believe, tested by staff to some extent. Is that accurate, Paul? Okay, they're being developed, and with our input and somewhat customized for our needs, but the price of the arrangement does not change. So we're actually getting more value for our monthly subscription rate of $30,000.
Okay.
Does that help? I'm sorry if I'm...
It does, and I think we can renew it if we want to, yes. 7
can.
one-year renewal periods.
We can, and if we get into this thing in 90 days, we can terminate. The other piece of this is, as well, is that we may find that we use another resource as well that we're paying a monthly subscription rate for. We might find that it's duplicative, and we might be able to eliminate that resource, and which would result in some cost savings for us. And we've outlined that in the memo for you. So.
It was a lot of information. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Boatwright.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions? Councilmember?
Madam Mayor, I move approval of item 3.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmembers Perkins,
Yes.
DeLucy,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Van Camp,
Yes.
Mayor Ware.
Yes, item 3 passes. We have a public hearing this evening for the application by Ray Williams requesting a rezoning from R6 Single Family Residential to District C2 General Commercial for the property located at 1226 North Kiger Road. This is new information only. Mr. Scannell.
Yes, Mayor, and members of the council, my name is Tom Scannell. I'm the Community Development Director. With this case, there has been a valid legal protest that is filed. So what that means is that if the council decides to approve this, it will take 2/3 of the vote of the council to approve this application.
Okay. Madam City Clerk, just for a point of clarity, because we have two items this evening that require 2/3 majority vote, so that is 2/3 of the council, so it still requires 5 votes for passage. Is that correct? Not 2/3 of the quorum?
Nope, 2/3 of the council,
Okay,
so
very
5
good.
votes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, are there any comments or questions from the council? Okay, this public hearing is closed. Madam City Clerk, will you please read the bill?
Bill number 18-018, an ordinance amending the zoning district map as to a tract of ground located at 1226 North Kiger Road from District R6 Single Family Residential to District C2 General Commercial in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri. Second and final reading.
Is there any discussion on this bill?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember?
I would ask Mr. Scannell. Mr. Scannell, they want to rezone the back half of this property to allow car sales, or am I wrong on that?
They want to rezone the front portion of the property that is zoned residential to make this property all commercial, all zone C2.
And when you say the front part, is that the part that is next to 24 Highway?
That is the part that is along Kiger Road.
Along Kiger Road,
Yeah.
okay.
This lot sits one lot north of 24 Highway.
Okay.
Yes, Councilman Van Camp?
If I might, I went out there with Councilman Doherty, and it's a cleanup effect, and he's all for that. The aesthetic value will be greatly improved, and is on board for this.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmembers Perkins,
Yes.
DeLucy,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Van Camp,
Yes.
Mayor Ware.
Yes. Ordinance passes. We have one non-ordinance action item, which will also require a 2/3 majority vote for approval due to residential property being located within 300 feet of the establishment. Madam City Clerk.
Council action is requested on the application to transfer the existing tavern intoxicating liquor by the drink and Sunday sales license from Wilkinson Diverse Field Incorporated to Cross and Bernenheide LLC for Harvey's Neon Bar, currently a Harvey's, located at 10129 East US 40 Highway.
Is there any discussion on this item? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmember Perkins,
Yes.
DeLucy,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Van Camp,
Yes.
Mayor Ware.
Yes. Item passes. This takes us to our second readings.
Bill number 18-019, an ordinance amending Chapter 1, Article 28 of the Independent City Code, updating references and terminology pertaining to the Independence Commission on Human Relations. Second, final reading.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. City Manager, I know that this is an item that we've been working on with the Human Relations Commission for some time, as well as our HR department and law department. Could you just briefly kind of recap what this ordinance would be doing to the code?
Right. So, Madam Mayor, members of the council, as the mayor's mentioned, this is one that's been in works in partnership with the commission for some time, and I would compliment your commission for having the proactive approach of doing this. A lot of this goes back into changing, modernizing some of the terminology to reflect. It's been some time since these bylaws were updated, so name changes associated with that, some of the legal definitions of some of these things, but also making sure that they protect some of the legal classes that have been previously excluded just because of changes in federal law and things like that. These groups weren't envisioned before, so this would modernize us and put us in some of those. I'd ask the city councilor if we missed anything in that description there. She worked very diligently on this, so I just want to make sure I didn't gloss over any of the important points.
No, but it actually does change the number of the members of the commission.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Okay, good. Well, I know when we were considering this earlier, when the commission came to us and asked us to consider these changes, there were some bylaw changes for the commission which would necessitate us to support those through these code changes as well. So thank you for the time that has been put into making sure that those are support one another. Are there any other comments or questions on this bill?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember DeLucy.
I just want to applaud the members of the commission for. I just want to applaud the members of the commission for working so diligently on these bylaws.
Okay. Anything else? please call the roll.
Yeah. Councilmembers Perkins?
Yes.
DeLucy?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Van Camp?
Yes.
Mayor Ware?
Yes, ordinance passes.
Bill number 18-020, an ordinance authorizing final disposition of certain city records that have met all requirements to be eligible for such disposition. Second and final reading.
Is there any discussion on this bill? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmember Perkins?
Yes.
DeLucy?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Van Camp?
Yes.
Mayor Ware?
Yes, ordinance passes. And this takes us to our first readings. Madam City Clerk.
These next bills receive their first reading tonight and their second reading at the next regularly scheduled meeting on April 2nd. Bill number 18-021, an ordinance amending the zoning district map as to a tract of ground located at 1300 and 1304 North High Street from District C2 General Commercial to District R6 Single Family Residential in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri. Bill number 18-022, an ordinance amending the zoning district map as to a tract of ground located at 1509 and 1631 East Salisbury Road from District R30 PUAD High Density Residential Planned Unit Development and District R6 Single Family Residential to District R6 Single Family Residential in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri. Bill number 18-023, an ordinance amending the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 14 of the Independent City Code, Section 12.01.010 of the Independent City Code, and Section 12.03.003 of the Independent City Code, which will incorporate the process for permitting of special events. Bill number 18-024, an ordinance terminating and dissolving the Midtown Truman Road Tax Increment Financing Plan, Special Allocation Fund, and the tax increment financing associated therewith, and terminating the designation of the redevelopment area under said plan as a redevelopment area. Bill number 18-025, an ordinance authorizing the necessary appropriations of funds to purchase fee simple title for the property at 10901 East Winter Road. The acquisition of this property was approved by ordinance number 18820. Bill number 18-026, an ordinance authorizing and directing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Wilson Concrete and Construction, LLC, to convey real estate for residential development. This next bill has been written as emergency and will be read twice and then considered by the council. Bill number 18-501, an ordinance approving a final plat of Voorhees Vale, PUAD, 12th plat, lots Q10, Q10-1, Q10-R, Q11, Q11-1, and Q11-R at 4758, 4760, 4762, 4764 South Union in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri, and declaring an emergency. Bill number 18-501, an ordinance approving a final plat of Voorhees Vale, PUAD, 12th plat, lots Q10, Q10-1, Q10-R, Q11, Q11-1, and Q11-R at 4758, 4760, 4762, and 4764 South Union Avenue in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri, and declaring an emergency. Second and final reading.
Is there any discussion on this bill? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmember Perkins? DeLucy?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Van Camp?
Yes.
Mayor Ware?
Yes, ordinance passes. This takes us to council member comments. I'll start on my left with Councilman Van Camp.
Well, tomorrow we have a rental-ready interview, the mayor, and it's less than a year, and people are just excited about it all around us. And I plan to have a big thing when the year comes about to tell how successful, and because I wouldn't tell you how bad it was. No, it has been very successful, and I'm really proud of the work done on this.
And Thursday.
Well, this one tops it, but well, since I came through the door, I've been working on Rockwood Golf Course, and we're going to break ground out there. We've been through this. I come to this council every month with a new price before this happened, and we're all excited. It's going to be with the company MC Power together. They've already put, 3.5 megawatts?
Correct.
And out at Bungee Road, and this will be
Another 8.
Another 8. You mean 3 to the 5?
a total of 11.5 megawatts when
Wow.
capacity's built out.
Yeah, and it's just wonderful for the city, and we're going to green. Not to steal any thunder here. What are we going to be, the greenest city in?
That's what we're working on.
All right. And so everybody's invited. Bring your galoshes. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Robertson.
Thank you, Mayor. We had a good turnout last Thursday evening for our HOA Summit. We held it over at the utility building, and we had approximately 45 people, I believe, there. Something like 15 HOAs were represented. So it was probably a little less than half of the HOAs in Independence, but it's the first one that we have ever had. And it gave them a chance to hear some information from the city, but also, and probably most important, it gave them a chance to meet and talk with each other. There's a lot of learning that takes place when you're a officer of a homeowners association, and some of those turn over every year or two. So it was a great opportunity for them, and we're going to actually share with them the information and contact information and names of all the other HOA presidents and officers, so they can communicate with each other. So that was a good start. This was the first year we've done that. Hopefully we'll do it again next year. Also wanted to remind everyone that coming up April 3rd is the use tax on the ballot here in Independence, as well as several other cities around us, including Blue Springs and Liberty and Odessa. And so it will be on the ballot for Independence. It's important for the businesses of Independence as well as the city. But it will probably not change too much buying things online, especially on Amazon. If you buy things on Amazon now, you're paying the use tax to the state of Missouri anyway, so the very small percentage the city gets, we are not getting now unless we pass this use tax. So it could make a huge difference in the city's general fund budget, and I think it'll make a huge difference for the brick and mortar stores and businesses in Independence as well as these other cities. So I encourage you to go out and consider the use tax for Independence. Thanks. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilmember DeLucy.
I want to compliment the Kappa organization in Les White for a fun St. Patrick's Day parade on Saturday. There was quite a number of people out there, and it was just simply a lot of fun. I remember not too long ago, it was 4 people, and we were vying with Blue Springs for the shortest parade. And it certainly has changed since then. And for such a worthwhile cause, I really appreciate Les White. He's a local business owner, and he's kept at it year after year, and it was just a lot of fun, so thank you, Les.
Thank you. Councilmember Perkins.
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Okay, we certainly do have a big week coming up this week, as they all are. Looking forward to Thursday's events at Rockwood Golf Course, something that has been something we've worked on together for a long time, and thank you to Councilman Van Camp for his leadership and bringing together this project, and I think it's going to be a tremendous asset to the neighborhood. It's exciting these days to drive down Hardy and see the activity at Rockwood and the new school being built at 31st and Hardy, and really things happening in the 4th District, which is near and dear to my heart. So very, very exciting week for us. Also, the Examiner's Women of Distinction Award on Thursday, which is always very nice, celebrating the tremendous women leaders in our community. Mr. St. Manter, anything else this evening?
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, we will adjourn and then reconvene for the appeal hearing.
Well, I guess I can turn these in. You want me to give them some of your papers? Okay.